This is better than anything on cable.
Just imagine Patrick's reaction if I revealed that Robin is alive. But that's Cherry Jack's surprise, not mine. I just have to wait.
What the hell are you doing?
I apologize for interrupting the festivities. I was listening to Patrick's wonderful speech. And I got caught up in the celebration of life, and I just wanted to share the wonderful news. I'm going to be a mom.
And there it is.
Patrick, I know this may come as a surprise, but will you find it in your heart to celebrate with me?
Pregnant?
We're pregnant. Our baby's gonna be so beautiful. Like Emma. You hear that, Em? Your daddy and I are having a baby. You could have a little brother or sister. Isn't that exciting?
Stop. Okay.
Hey, just remember something. Before you go near Emma, talk to her. You even look at her. I'm her grandmother. Okay?
Go.
Come, sweetie, come.
I just wanted to be straight with Emma. And we're a family now, and it's
That's
important.
never gonna happen, Brett. This is all a lie.
Maybe you should go get your glasses, sweetheart, because I am most definitely
Okay, that's
pregnant.
enough. Get out.
Well, you know what I always say? I always say that the nurses' ball wouldn't be the nurses' ball without an Act 3 surprise.
Hey, are you okay? God, I should have known it would all come crashing down. I just didn't think that it would be so quickly, you know? Or that it would be because the bridge decided to interrupt the ball to tell everyone that she's pregnant with Patrick's baby.
If she even is pregnant with Patrick's baby.
We all saw her, Elizabeth. It's unmistakable.
I don't think you're understanding what Elizabeth's saying. We all know she's pregnant. What we don't know is...
If it's really his.
What?
It could be anyone's.
I guess, but I haven't heard anything about Britt sleeping with anyone else.
Well, it doesn't mean she's not getting around.
Dr. Drake gave Dr. Ho the heave-ho months ago, so who knows what she's been up to since.
God, all I can see is Patrick's face. And poor Emma. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how upset and confused she must be? God, that...
Let it out, honey.
that bitch! How could she? How could she? Making her hateful announcement at an event honoring Patrick's late wife? No, you know what? No, she is not getting away with it.
Sabrina, what are you planning on doing?
And do you need bail or an alibi? I'm not judging. I just want to be prepared.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give that woman a piece of my mind.
Oh, Sabrina, I don't know. Now's the best time.
Although there's no time like the present. That was fun.
So I'm just...
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I think it's obvious.
There's no way that you're pregnant.
Because we only had sex once. Please. You don't need to be a doctor to know that once is all it takes. And that day in the shower, well, neither one of us were models of responsibility. I wasn't on birth control.
You weren't.
You didn't bother to grab a condom. I mean, frankly, I count my lucky stars I only got pregnant. Unprotected sex is how diseases are spread. You of all people should know.
What did you just say? Was that a dig at Robin?
Of course not.
What did you just say? What did you mean when you just said that, when you consider yourself lucky that you didn't get a disease from me?
You're changing the subject.
I'm not changing the subject. What did you mean when you just said that? You know what, Britt? Forget it. I don't even want to hear what you have to say. You disgust me.
Hey, I didn't disgust you when you had me slammed up against the shower tiles,
Yeah,
did
well,
I?
I didn't know who you were at that point. I didn't know that you were the kind of person that would treat my daughter the way you treated her. Or that you would manipulate a situation like this, waiting to tell me that you're pregnant for the biggest night when you knew that you would hurt as many people as you possibly could.
When was I supposed to tell you, Patrick? You abandoned me.
God, Britt, I broke up with you because you mistreated my daughter, because you trashed her, and I caught you.
I misspoke. I made one mistake, and you turned your back on me. You wouldn't even speak to me. Could barely even be bothered to hold a door while I was hobbling along on crutches. And when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't have anyone to turn to.
That's because you're a horrible person.
I wanted to tell you, Patrick, I tried approaching you in the hall, but the way that you would look at me is almost as hateful as you're looking at me now.
I have no idea what you're trying to prove by this. But we're not getting back together, all right? Child or not, that's not gonna happen.
You want to turn your back on me? That's okay. Can you turn your back on your child? Well, I'm sure you two have tons to talk about. Though to be fair, I think Patrick and I have tons more. But I can be patient. This baby's not due for another 6 months or so. Then we can get down to the business of raising it. You okay?
Not so much. You okay?
I'm outraged, but otherwise I'm fine. Anyway, you're the one who had to deal with her.
I made one mistake with Britt, and now this. I don't...
Maybe you didn't make a mistake.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, it was something that Elizabeth said. I mean, assuming that Dr. Westbourne is actually pregnant.
Sure seemed that way.
How do we know the baby's even yours? It's not like she hasn't lied before.
We don't know for sure if the baby's mine. Britt has lied before, but whatever happens, we'll get a paternity test and we'll find out for sure.
Still, I think that she's counting on this pregnancy ruining things between us.
Hey.
Just like it ruined the nurse's ball.
The nurse's ball is gonna be fine. Sabrina, we're gonna be fine. You moved heaven and earth to make this night happen, okay? And I'm not gonna let her take that away from you.
Do you really think we can go back in there and forget any of this ever happened?
Forget it, no. We passed it. Shall we?
So how much fun has this been, really? Bringing back the nurses' ball. Bigger and better than ever. And I would be extremely remiss if I didn't really take the time to thank an amazing young woman who started this whole wacky ride we've been on, this wonderful, amazing, heartfelt revitalization of the nurses' ball. I want you all to put your hands together for General Hospital's own nurse, Sabrina Santiago. Please come up. No, come up here right now. Come on. Sabrina, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. But I can't take credit for someone else's vision. Someone who dreamed of reviving the nurses' ball and inspired us all to make it a reality. Patrick, could you bring her up here, please? Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emma Drake.
Thank you, everybody. Do you think Mommy is watching us?
I think she's always watching.
You're not alone. You're not alone anymore. You're not alone. You're not alone anymore. I know you think there's no way out, like you've been living in the dark, but you don't have to feel alone. I know you're reaching up for the sky, and you keep searching for that light, but you don't have to search anymore. We'll be the hands to hold you up. We'll be the eyes to help you see. We are here, we are now, we are one. You are the strength inside our hearts. You are the reason we believe. We are here, we are now, we are one. You're not alone. You're not alone anymore. You're not alone. You're not alone anymore. We'll be the hands to hold you up. We'll be the eyes to help you see. We are here, we are now, we are one. You are the strength inside our hearts. You are the reason we believe. We are here, we are now, we are one. You're not alone. You're not alone anymore. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone anymore. You're not alone. We are one. You're not alone. You're not alone anymore. You're not alone. You're not alone anymore.